How's it going, Internet? What's up? I'm back and I'm talking to everybody about PlayStation Now, or at the very least, it's very pricey. Well, not necessarily pricey. It's very reasonably priced, subscription based, which does seem to be something which there are a lot of people that they really should put time into to go ahead and buy, especially if you do have a lot of Sony consoles such as a Vita, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, whatever, and you do want to go back and you do want to play some of those older games that are actually rather fun to play, or at least some of the newer ones. Not necessarily the Uncharted games or the God of Wars, but there are other games in there in which that you do need to which that you can check out, which is the biggest interesting thing about PlayStation Now, which a lot of people, they don't really seem to really back, because I can see why a lot of people why they wouldn't, because really most of the games that are on there, they're just older PlayStation 3 games, which that anybody can just go ahead and just buy like low hand from any other location. Thing is though, is that it's over 100 games in there. I really doubt that a lot of people really want to go out and buy over 100 games of all these games that are in here. I mean, at the very least, PlayStation Now, even if you don't want to get the subscription, there still is a single game based rental thing that is based off of that. So that really is a good thing. I mean, like how they're doing the system, it really is nice. But system aside, the games are pretty much the more important argument here, because a lot of people, they really don't want to go out and get God of War again, or Uncharted, or Ultimate Street Fighter, or Saints Row, especially if those games, if they were popular enough to sell on their own, and you want to go back and rebuy them. I mean, I do understand the rental thing, because there are a lot of people out there who do have to rely on renting games to get by. Or, they do have to go back and they do have to, or pretty much, they've had their system for so long and they haven't actually played these games, or they do have a Vita or something, but yet they do want to play God of War 3, or, they want to play Saints Row on their Vita. I mean, like, it does make perfect sense for this system to be the way how it is. Thing is, however, though, is that they really need to expand that library. And honestly, the only reason why I will say that they won't add a PlayStation, that they won't add PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 titles, is because of the simple fact of that really they're not that profitable. And also also most of the older PlayStation 2 and 1 games, you can find those super cheap on eBay, or you can find them super cheap on like on Amazon or something like that. And really that's, or most people, they've already bought those games and they're playing them on their Vitas anyway. However, that is just, my way of thinking, and that's pretty much how I see things. But PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 games, it would make it a better all-around system if you could rent virtually games from all of the systems past. So that would be a good thing. However, since that they're only focusing on the 3, really, it's not that bad. I mean, they do have a very, very good selection, especially for the people who haven't, again, played any of these games. I mean, and even if you have played the more popular ones, there are still things in there in which that you can go in and try and check out and try and play. But however, with that aside, I do have to say though, is that if you don't necessarily support it, I fully understand. I mean, like, really, it's one of those systems in which that you got to take it or leave it, or pretty much you got to wait and see, because this, however, if it doesn't get enough as much support as it's supposed to, there is a good chance that this thing, it may not last as long as pretty much everybody wants it to. So that is what I have to say about that. What do you guys think about PlayStation Now? Do you think it's a good service? Do you think it's a bad service? Do you think that it's something that needs to grow and expand, or something that just seems like a big ass rip-off? Please let me know down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave show. So please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.